This is going to be a quick tutorial on creating your own template plans for Home Designer. You can create one or more new templates, and then when you go to start a new plan, you can choose a template and maybe get set up a little quicker. I've got Chief Premiere open here, but that's only because I don't have any current versions of Home Designer to use. I need to save a file, so I'm using Chief Premiere, but you can do all the same things that I'm going to do. So I've just got a new plan open, and I'm going to go up here to Defaults, and I'm just going to pick Window, and I'm going to go to Materials, and we're going to make, let's see, we're going to change the color of the sash. So I've got a bunch of colors here. I'm just going to make it black. So now we've got a window with a black sash. And I'm going to make it single hung. And let's put some lights in it just to make it look good. And we'll turn off the apron. So there's a default window. Now I'm going to draw an exterior wall, and I'm just going to place a window in it, and then we'll do let's just do an elevation, and there's our window and our wall. So I'm going to save this. And I'm going to save it, let's see, Documents, Home Designer Pro 2020, Data, Templates. And I'm going to call it black sash window. Now I'm going to go up here and I'm going to save a thumbnail image. If you don't already do that, that's pretty handy to have. So I'm going to save a thumbnail, and then I'm going to save the file again. That saves the thumbnail that I just created. And then I'm going to just delete this. I'll select the camera and the wall and delete that. And then I'm going to save it again. And I'm going to close or minimize Chief. I've got a trial version of Home Designer Pro 2020 here. We'll use that next. The other thing that you need to do is edit this Home Designer Pro 2020 Data Templates HomeStyleTemplates.dat file. Let's see if I can find that here. 2020 Templates. HomeStyleTemplates.dat, and I'm using an editor called Notepad++. It's free. It's really good for doing this kind of thing. You probably don't want to use Word, because Word wants to add a bunch of odd characters to a file. You want to use just a plain text editor like this is. You can search Notepad++ and download it and install it and use it for all kinds of things. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and just copy this first line. You can see it has line numbers here, so it makes it pretty easy. I'm just going to copy that, Control C. I'm going to go over here and create a blank line, Control V to paste. And all that did was duplicate that first line down here. Now I need to go back over here and change this from profile to black sash window. And then I'm going to say, I'm going to change default style black sash window. And then it's got an image file right here. That image file is not used. That's a holdover from 2014 and before. It used to be that there was a separate image file. Now they just use the thumbnail that's built into the file, and I'll show you how that works in a minute. And then this is just a text description of what is in the file. I'm not going to change this, but you can change it to be whatever you want. So I'm going to save this. And it goes without saying, I think, that you need to back this file up before you start editing it. You don't want to mess anything up. And now I'm going to go over here to Home Designer Pro 2020 Trial, and I'm going to open a new plan. And you can see black sash window right here. So if I click that, let's see. I have it open in Chief Premiere. So I'm going to close it. Chief Premiere locks the file. So I'm going to do that again. Black sash window. And now there's that thumbnail that we created. It just shows the wall with the black slash window in it. And then here's the description down here at the bottom. As far as I know, you can add a whole bunch of these. And you could delete the ones, if you wanted to, that you don't use. That DAT file is where this information comes from. So if we say OK, we're going to get this message just because I created it with Chief Architect. You won't get this if you use Pro or whatever Home Designer product you're using. And so we've got a blank plan. I'll draw a wall and pick a window, place the window in the wall, take a look. And there's our black sash window. And it's like that because I set that as the default. You can set, you can go up here and you can open your defaults and you can set all these defaults because they are all remembered within the plan file. I could go down here and I could change the default exterior wall. I could create a new wall type and use it, and it would remember it. You can change all this stuff, and because they're defaults, it's saved within the plan, and in our case, it's saved within the plan, the template that we created. A template is it's no different than a regular plan. It's the exact same thing. The only difference is that when Home Designer opens a template file, it makes a copy of it. It doesn't open it opens the file, it reads it, makes a copy of it, and then that way you don't overwrite the template all the time. That's really the only difference in how this works. So if you have any questions, this was kind of quick and unrehearsed, but if you have any questions, put them in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do about answering them.